If I may be so bold, y'all are blaming the wrong person. Anyway, hello. My name is Simon. I've come to talk to you today because here's the thing. The past, week of my Twitter timeline has been flooded with people talking about the W Korea breast cancer awareness event, and I come with unique insights. I come with the insights of someone who works in fundraising and consistently works fundraising events. I have worked very successful ones. I've worked ones that brought in $1 million in a day. And I've worked ones where our goal was I think our goal that for the one that I'm thinking of was $150,000, and we brought in a third of that night. So I've worked a wide spectrum of events, and I come with my insights because I have thoughts, and y'all are blaming the wrong person. Here's the thing. I am going to circle back about how the artists should be viewed in this situation, but first and foremost, we need to not be blaming the artists. The artists didn't put on the event, right? They were simply invited and chose to show up. And we'll talk about that. But the person who should really be getting the blame for this is the person who planned the event. Apparently, I saw on Twitter, in the 20 years they've been doing this event, they've raised about $1 million in total, which, of course, $1 million to any cause can be helpful and useful, except for the fact that that's not a great average. That is an average of $50,000 a year from a group of people who probably make that per month. And they've been doing this event for decades. So the event organizers are frankly the ones that I need to be blamed more, because we'll talk about the artists, but in my experience, having worked many a fundraising event, the event organizers are at its core always to blame. That event I was telling you about where our goal was $150,000 and we raised 50, that was on us, right? We walked out of that, and the next day when we were talking about it in our meeting, we were like, we ran a shit event. That was on us. It's on the event organizers when you run a shit event. So an event like this, right? An event that is essentially a party masquerading as a charity cause, that's not their fault. That's not the Idol's fault, to be specific. That is fully the fault of the company and the organizing agents involved. That is not the people we should be blaming are the people who planned the event, who executed the event. And I am very curious to see how next year is going to look. I wonder if they're going to do it. Because I did see, I believe today, as of me posting this, they posted a whole apology. And I am curious. I am curious because they are getting a lot of flack. But also, it's been going well for them. They're getting a lot of headlines in the moment. I don't know. I'm curious if they're going to do it again. Personally, if I were in charge, because we've established on this channel that I'm always right and I'm always correct. If I were in charge, I would not do it again. Absolutely not. I'd either not do it again or I'd go balls to the wall fundraising levels. I'm bringing home $2 million that night at a minimum. The entry plate is $20,000 a pop just to go. Also, on a similar topic, I did see someone comparing this to the Met Gala, because someone tweeted out being idols just want to have a red carpet they can go to and look pretty and then party, and and someone quoted it and it was wait till they found out about the Met Gala. The Met Gala is I think it's $500,000 a table if you buy out a table. The Met Gala is a fortune, which is why the rich people go. But that's how I'd run it. If we were wondering how I would fix this event if I were in charge, I'm just charging you a metric fuck ton of money to go. Because you're gonna go. It's a fun time. You can still, here's the thing, I'd still have the performers. The vibes, once you're inside, are going to stay the same. I'm just charging you a metric ton of money to walk in. And then we're fine, right? Because I think if they were oh, we've charged people $50,000 a pop, and we had 200 people turn up, suddenly we've raised $1 million. No, $10 million? No, whatever my math is. It's late in the day. I'm not doing math. But suddenly we've raised X dollars that we can now use to fund cancer research, right? That's my thought process. If anyone was curious how I'd fix it, frankly, I also would not have picked Jay Park to perform simply because I don't like him. I don't like his music. I would still have a performer though. The Met Gala has performers. So I would still pick a performer. I would still pick a cheap one. I'm thinking, who's washed up? Hyuna? I think Hyuna could be good. Anyway, let's circle back to the Idols now. I do think the Idols deserve some blame. I'm not fully exonerating them. They do deserve some of the blame, especially the ones that have been going for years, right? Because, I know there are a couple Idols that have been going to this thing for, years. They should know. they should know better than, especially, oh god, I feel like it was someone in Bangtan. I could be making this up now. I feel like I saw someone who like posted about the event being like, it's so great to bring awareness and all that. And I'm like, here's the thing. I'm all for bringing awareness to something like breast cancer, right? Like, I'm all for it. But y'all are millionaires, and I do expect some money. Like, I had a friend who, not a friend, I have someone I know through work who comes from like the most loaded family. Like, their family has like, I believe their family's net worth was like 8 figures. I want to say, like, we're talking hella money. And they were like, yeah, like, my parents like to bring awareness to stuff. And I'm like, cool, but your parents have money. And they should be giving away that money. And they might be, I don't know their parents. But, like, I was like, the money is also important. Like, awareness is one thing, and your time is one thing. And I've been to so many events where the speakers will be like, yeah, it's easy to give away money, but, like, it's hard to give your time. And I'm like, give your money. Give your money, actually. Let me buy someone's time. And then give me your money instead. Because, like, your going rate is going to be more than theirs. So, the idols do deserve some flack, is my point. I'm getting off track. The idols do deserve, I wouldn't say all the flack. If I had to divvy up the blame, I'm going to say, like, maximum 25% of the blame can go to the idols. 75% at a minimum needs to go to the organizers. Because at the end of the day, it's their event. Like, that's what I keep coming back to when I see it. I really need someone in my office to get like weirdly into this K-pop scandal because I want to talk to someone about it who like knows, right? Like, I need to talk to someone who understands how fundraising events work. We have a director of events. I should sit her down and be like, I want your take on this, whatever. But at the end of the day, I've always been of the opinion, like, again, I've worked events that are really successful. And I've worked events that flop hard. And the ones that flop hard, you don't blame the people who showed up for your event flopping hard. Even if they don't give money. Like, at the end of the day, it's your job as the event organizer to convince them to give money. You need to come up with a good pitch. You need to come up with a good spiel. And if you can't do that, you shouldn't have the event. That's my takeaway. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I got in this moment. This was a quickie. It is just something that I did want to talk about because I do feel like I have a unique insight of all the people talking. Because, again, I work in fundraising. I worked an event this past week. Like, in the past 7 days, I have worked at an event. And I actually don't remember if we hit our goal. We hit our goal. I don't remember how much we raised. But either way, that's my point. I feel like it was this, like, I have an actual unique perspective because this is my world. I work in fundraising and I work events all the time. So, like, yeah, I wanted to share. Other than that, comment what you want. Comment whatever you want. You can tell me I'm stupid and wrong. I don't care. Like and subscribe if you want to or don't. I'll be fine either way. And yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye.